guys, it's Kristen here with another episode of Kristen After Dark. Although Kayla is still awake, she's got her headphones on and she is just consumed by her video game or whatever it is that she's playing. So I'm painting and I'm trying something not new. This is the second time I'm doing a board like this, but I didn't film the first time, and this one I'm doing a little bit differently. But I'm going to be painting on this cheese board. It's a wooden board. I bought it off of Amazon. Oh, I can't even show you. I taped the entire thing. But it's just a basic wooden cheese board. It's not raw wood. It is stained. So I did gesso part of it that I'm going to be painting on. And just to explain a little bit, what I did here was you can't really tell because it's painted, but if I put this over, you can see a little bit better. So I took a piece of parchment paper and I laid it over the board, and with a Sharpie, I just kind of drew the basic shape that I wanted. And then I layered some tape on top, and then I cut the tape into the shape. There's a few layers of tape here because you use one piece of tape for every layer that you do. So one piece of tape for the paint, and then one piece of tape for each layer of resin when you eventually do resin it. So you want to make sure you have multiple pieces of tape in the same shape. And then I placed the tape, I taped the rest of it up, and I put 2 coats of gesso on the area that I'm going to paint. The last board that I did a swipe with pillow paint, laying down the colors and swiping. This one I'm going to do a little bit differently, and I'm going to just straight pour the paint onto there and see what happens. So I have several colors mixed up here, and I'll go over them. I'm using mostly Goldens and TLPs. So I have Payne's Gray, and I just mixed a little tiny bit up in these little plastic shot cup glasses. So this is Payne's, and I used my Bloom pouring medium of the Bear Deep Base, Valspar Ultra, and the Jo Sonja gloss varnish. 2 parts Bear, 1 part Valspar, 1 part Jo Sonja, just for the heck of it. I'm planning to do a set of matching tiles, and I'll be using the same mixture. So this next color here is one that I kind of mixed up myself. I was going for a mint, and this is some golden teal, the fluid, with a little bit of the iridescent pearl fine fluid. And then to get the little minty green tinge, I actually added just some neon green craft paint from the dollar store. And that just gave it a little nice touch of green to make it a minty color. This color here is the TLP Sapphire. Gorgeous color. Nice deep blue. This one is TLP Sea Gloss. Beautiful color as well. I'm hoping you guys can see this. It's hard for me to see because the camera is very close to the board. Here in this cup I have some golden fluid quinacridone nickel azo gold. And then I have some golden fluid in the turquoise phthalo. Gorgeous color. That is so pretty. Hope you guys can see. And then in this one I have some golden iridescent gold fine. And for this one I use the 2 paint. But the 2 paint version of this is pretty, it's definitely less heavily bodied than the regular golden 2 paints, so it mixed up quite well. Actually, I should mention with the Payne's Gray I also used the 2 paint, but I added an extra squirt of the Joe Sonia to thin it down a little bit. So I'm going to be layering just 2 small 2-ounce cups, and I'm just gonna straight pour on here and we'll see what happens. All right, be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm just gonna start layering some paints into my cup and try to line it up so that you can see what I'm doing, figuring out the best place to hold the cup. All right, wow, this stuff is thick. I think that'll about do it. And that's why you take the whole board. Oh no, I dumped the cup over, guys. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's gonna make a pretty skin though. I'll show you that when I'm done. Okay, I didn't do too much damage. It still looks nice, but I did dump some of the color out. Off the side, right off the side. All right, so let's give it a pour and see what happens. I'm gonna start over here on the edge and just do kind of a straight pour, wandering straight pour. And then I guess I'll be tilting it off. Hopefully it covers everything. Just realized I didn't cover my Loli Veffy mat, but that's okay. All right, it's dripping down nicely off the sides. Well, these will make nice skins. Okay, it's pretty. I would like to re-pour this top part, I'm not loving it. I don't know if I have enough paint left to mix up another cup. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. Let me torch it a little bit. I'm just trying to do short bursts because this is house paint. And I do want to pop the bubbles. I see you, Bubbles. All right, so there are definitely some pretty areas here. Okay, so it's not terrible. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 45 minutes. And then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna attempt to take the tape off. And we will see what happens. And I will show you that when I come back to do it. Okay, thanks guys. Okay, so I tilted it a little, side to side, and I opened up some of these lines a little bit. And I like that much better. I tilted it back a little bit also to bring the pattern up into the handle. All of this area from here down is probably gonna go away because you can see the bottom of the tape. The bottom of the tape is right here. So all of that's gonna go. But that's fine because I'm not loving this little squiggle thing right here. But I think the rest is really pretty. I may tilt it even a little bit more to spread this up because there was a lot of paint on there. I want it to dry nice. All right, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so this was my spill, but it's pretty. I think it's gonna make a pretty skin. Sorry about the light, but I spilled, sorry. Okay guys, it's been about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go for it and try to take this tape off and see what happens. Okay, I think I got it. This is very awkward, but I think I finally got the tape. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just gently going to pull it up. And hopefully the paint stays put. Looks okay so far. Just gonna leave it like that. Okay, so it looks pretty clean. What I'm gonna do is just wipe this down so it doesn't get on the wood. So there's my pattern. Hopefully it stays nice and doesn't move. But I like it. It's very pretty. All right, so once that dries and I'm ready for resin is when I will take another piece of tape that matches the shape. I'm gonna lift you guys up a little bit. Sorry for the shaking. Okay, so there's my parchment paper with my tape cut out. So when I'm ready to resin, I peel a layer off and line it up and then put the resin on there. And hopefully that paint won't move. It'll dry nice just like that. And that's gonna be my board. It looks pretty. Hopefully it dries nicely. All right, hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Share this video as well if you're so inclined. Until next time, have a good night. Thanks everybody. Bye.